Price strategy. Step number one is figuring out what the house will probably sell for. And that's where you do a really tight CMA based on what has sold in the past. This is my best estimate of what it should sell for if the market is efficient. And a market becomes inefficient in times like economic uncertainty, government shutdowns, high interest rate environments, when you're in a changing market, over a holiday period, all those things that disrupt the normal operations of buyers and sellers will create an inefficient market. But in an efficient market where everything works the way that it has been working over the last 6 months, that's what the number should be. But the list price is different than the sale price because you're just trying to get people to that number that you want. Different markets require different strategies. Different homes require different strategies. If you're in a really hot, heavy market like we were in 2020 all the way up to March of 2022, homes are on fire. You just list it slightly below what you think it'll sell for and then let the bidding war ensue. Because everybody knew it was going to go over list, so you just put a juicy number on there and then drive that number up. Because the lower the price you put on it, the more people look at it, the more people look at it, the more people come to see it, the more people come to see it, the more offers, the more competition, and then you can drive the price up. That works when you have a ton of buyers and you don't have a lot of houses to feed them. In other markets, or with other properties, a different strategy is to price it higher than you think it's going to be, knowing that you're going to negotiate your way back down to whatever that reserve number is. A property that fits this description is if you've got a really unique property that's in the very high value range, like over a couple mil. At that point, it's a piece of art. And a piece of art, the value is subjective. Consumers who are buying $300K to $1 million worth of house, it's a commodity. It's bread, it's eggs, it's milk. They're just saying, hey, where can I get this at this price? And somebody that's got a couple million in the bank and they're trying to buy something that they really like, now you're talking Chanel. Now you're talking Ferrari, Lamborghini. People are going to pay perceived value for that. So you set that perceived value. So you set it high and then you just kick back and wait. Be prepared to sit on market for several months to a year to sometimes, depending on how expensive it is, you can be on market for multiple years for a property. In uncertain markets or a transitioning market, people aren't sure what to pay for a product. At that point, you want to put exactly what the house is worth and just tell people when they call, the price we got it listed at is the price we're going to sell it for, no more, no less. You're creating with your listing certainty in what you're going to sell that property for, and you just have to wait it out.